this one came from Hardcore Arachnids in New York. Tom, he took care of me. We got some cool stuff here. I'm super excited to open it. We're actually gonna do a little series of videos on these because based on what we got in here, I'm gonna do an unboxing. I'll tell you what we got, and then we're gonna rehome them from there. I'll explain it, I guess, kind of as we go. So, let's see what we got in here. More stickers. I love me some stickers. We got cobble stickers, even better. Oh, I like that Hardcore Arachnid sticker with the whip scorpion.
Yeah.
That's a cool one. Head over to the sticker pile. We got our packing list. I'll hide that. And I'll start taking. So these guys are.
I'm gonna show this guy. He's just active right now.
These guys are all Hysterocrates. And we got these guys for an experiment. So I'll have Anderson kind of walk over and show you the Niger Delta enclosure for a second before, as I'm taking the paper out of here. I'll keep talking. We got this Niger Delta as a little guy. Actually, we got 3 of them and tried to do a communal that didn't work out. We ended up with one big fat one. And this guy loves the water. He's actually now actively fishing. That's why all those minnows are in there. And you can kind of see some of his burrows coming through here. He will pull these fish right up into these burrows once he fishes and catches them. I'm trying really hard to get a video of him fishing, but I haven't got it yet. All I've gotten so far is dead fish in his burrows. But yeah, he tends to spend most of his time, I would say, semi-aquatic in this new enclosure. In the old enclosure we had him in, that dude did not come out of the water. I know they say that these guys can stay aquatic for a couple hours at a time, but I really think that guy was staying aquatic for well over 24 hours at a time. I mean, I know he spent more than a couple hours in the same position underwater because we sit out. He was right here where we just put the Indian red. He was actually in there in an aquatic setup with some fish, and we'd sit here watching TV, and that guy would not come up. So I know at a bare minimum they can stay under longer than the couple hours they say. So these guys, we're setting up a whole experiment. What I ended up doing is, like I said, we got the Niger Delta, and we went out and we got a bunch of the other Hysterocrate species to try to see how many of these guys like being as aquatic as that Niger Delta did. So here's the, come on, you're stuck to the paper. There we go. So we kind of ran through the gambit of the Hysterocrate species. I'm gonna take all these out and name them off to you. So we got one Hysterocrates laticeps. Don't roll away on me. I guess I should probably stand that up. Then we'll roll away. We've got a second Hysterocrates laticeps. We got the most common one probably, the Hysterocrates gigas. And then we got a Hysterocrates crassipes. So the crassipes, I actually tried to get 2 of the crassipes, but unfortunately Tom only had 1 available. I think the crassipes is gonna be our smallest one out of this batch, which is why I wanted to get 2 just in case anything happened. But Tom took care of me and he sent me 2 of the laticeps, which actually were a little bigger, more expensive spiders. So thank you, Tom. And that's it for right now. We'll move on and we'll start rehoming these guys and give you another video to watch with the rehomings. All right, so these are the setups we made for the new Hysterocrates that we got. So I got to do extra. I couldn't just put minnows in there. I wanted to put some cool fish. Might as well have some fun looking at it. But we've got basically these 3.5 by 3.5 inch cubes that are silicone to the back of the wall that give them a completely separate area to burrow in if they decide they want to burrow. Then they've got the complete tank for any aquatic adventures they would like to go on, because our last guy, the Niger Delta, I'm pretty sure if we put him in this setup, he would have spent 100% of his time down at the bottom of one of these glass cubes just hanging out. That's basically what he was doing. I'll see how it goes. I might add some pieces of wood in here after, if it doesn't seem like they want to come out of their little cubes. I'll add some like wood or some vine to give them easy paths in and out of the water. But for now, I wanted to set it up very simple, just specifically making it easy to see where they are if they're in the water, because I want to try to get some videos, and I want to try to document how long these guys will stay underwater, because like I said, I know that 2 hour up to 2 hours that I read about online is way too short. I know they definitely can stay under longer than that, so I really think they could be under for over 24 hours. I want to try to document it. So that's what this experiment is we're going to try to document which of these species, the different Hysterocrates, we got the gigas, the crassipes, and then we got 2 laticeps. So I think what I'll do is I'll do the 2 laticeps down at the bottom together, and then we'll do the gigas and the crassipes up here after. So unfortunately with these tanks, I can't pick them up and move them to my filming area like I do with a lot of the other stuff. So we're going to have to be a little creative in this rehoming. So let's see, I'm gonna start with those laticeps. I don't remember the exact size. I think the laticeps were listed at 3/4 of an inch. I think everybody I got was between 1/2 and 1 inch. I think it was a 1/2 inch on the crassipes, 3/4 inch on the laticeps, and then 1 inch on the gigas. But I'd have to look at the packing list or my order to be sure. Stick that little label on there so we know who's in here. And let's see what we can do with rehoming this guy. Is this, am I missing any tape? I don't feel any tape. There we go. Alright, so let's see if we can get this guy set up onto that dirt without dumping them anywhere. I want to let them choose the water if they're going to go in the water, not just dump them into it. So, alright. That came out easy. We got nobody hanging out back in the vial. And we'll start trying to unwrap this. There we go. Some cooperation out of these paper towels. Let's make the soft side. Definitely see I can see the spider. I don't know if you guys can. He's hiding out right there. Buddy. No, go the other way. There we go. Oh, right into the water he went. And let's get that top closed. Let's see how he makes it from there. If he needs a little help out, we'll help him. Yeah. Here, bud, grab that. Here's some land, start there. Ta-da. You guys can see he's now in his little burrowing area. He's got a little hide in there. He'll probably crawl right under right away. And from there, now he's got the option to choose land or water. He's going right back in the water. Look at that. That was by choice this time. So we'll let him do his thing. As you can see, they get that nice bubble around him. That's like their little diving bubble. See if he goes down. What's he gonna do? We'll watch him for a minute before we move on to the next one. Up he came to the top. And we saw he can climb the glass, so I'm not too concerned. He's looking for something to grab onto. He got that little piece of peat moss he's hanging on. Oh, he just made a nice dive there. That was pretty cool. He went pretty deep.
Can't see from this angle.
We'll get out here. We can try to get down there and film him a little bit. And then move on to the next one. I'm going to try to move him up into the land again because he doesn't look like he's... I feel like he panicked and went in the water more than chose it at this point. So let's see if... come here, bud. Hang on. Grab onto me. There you go. There you go. Now he's got the choice. That should work. Back onto the land. Yeah, I think we probably do want to put some type of little stick
thing
for him
so
to
it's
be able
easier
to
to
crawl
grab.
up. I mean, he can definitely climb on the glass, but he didn't seem to be able to figure that out at first. Alright, so that is one of the laticeps. We'll go to the second laticeps now. Get his label on there so we always know who is where.
He's about to go back in. He's going down.
There he goes. He's gonna grab. Oh, I thought he was gonna grab that rock. No. You saw that nice swim on them.
Yeah.
Though. I mean, they can swim. Right. And now he's gonna leave him to figure it out on his own for a little bit. Going on this one like I did the other one. No. Oh, yes. I'll have to figure it out as I go. The other one I got the pyramid up pretty good. Hopefully this one is wrapped up as good as the last one. It doesn't come popping out as soon as I pull it out. He goes with me again.
He grabbed onto the bottom thing.
Oh yeah, we got it. Put on the air bubble. Ooh. Going for a ride, huh?
They give him a boost.
Well, he definitely won't run out of oxygen that way.
He's out too now. He's like 50.
Alright, so now we're going to go with the next laticeps. We'll see what this guy chooses to do. gonna pause here because we just had a little escape. I guess I'm gonna have to
turn it off, or just put it down. You want to try to get him in this thing?
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Let's get him in the catch cup. Perfect. Guess we're gonna have to tape up those edges a little better than I got them. I was not thinking that guy
He
could
came
squeeze
right
through.
out of that,
Yeah.
I guess. It's a little bigger than.
Yeah, that is a little bigger than I thought it was, I guess. At least we got some tape. We got it nice and sealed up before we put him back in there. Yeah, we should probably do that with all of them before we bother going then, huh? He came out pretty easy.
Yeah.
Alright, guess we're gonna take a pause in this video. I'm gonna do some adjusting on these enclosures, and we'll come back and get another video once they're a little more escape proof. We're gonna try this again. We had an escape with this guy right here. This is one of our laticeps. And he's a good size, Ben. They're bigger than I thought they were gonna be, but they still got out. So we have basically this exact setup in multiple places around the house, just not with the water. And what I failed to do was take into account how the airline actually is raising the edge over here and actually allowed a little escape route. I'm pretty sure he climbed right up the air hose and came out. So we added a bunch of this edging all around multiple spots on all these tanks, and hopefully that should eliminate any escape routes. And we're gonna get back to putting these guys in the tanks. So even though this guy was the first guy, I'm gonna leave him for a second because the other guy's still wrapped up in his paper towel inside this tank. So we're gonna work on him now, see if we can get him out. It's a little bit harder than a lot of my other rehousings because I'm a little limited on space. Ah, there he is.
It's a tiny guy.
That guy looks really tiny, so they can spread out too. There he goes. Let's see if we can get this guy done. Let's see where he ends up. Close this top now. Let's see if that guy stays in there without escaping. Like I said, I think we got a decent seal now. So there's him. We're gonna go back to the other laticeps who did escape on us and see if we got this figured out now. Put that tape down a little tight. Alright, so he's already right on the edge of this. So hopefully this will be easy. Where's it open from? There. Open. Let's see if I can get him to come out instead of going in. Some dirt. Tap it in. We can do it. He wants to stay in here. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. There we go. Let's see if this time he stays in. He's still wet from his first swim. The other guy went right into his hide over there. He had no water foray as of yet. The first guy was he was taking air bubbles for a roller coaster ride for a little while. Alright, this is the Gigas. Get my label off of here. Put it on here. And then we'll look at getting him in. Rolling head. Like I said, it's a little bit of a pain because of how limited I am on space. Let's see. Oh, there he is. I see him. Let's see if we can just coax him this way a little bit. No freaking out. Let's just get you. Oh, yeah. There we go. He's in there. He's got some nice red color to him. I believe that's the biggest one of what we got. And we got one more to do. The Crassipes, which I believe was the smallest. And we'll see how this one plays out. All of these are pretty decent size though for what I was expecting. Overall, I've been pretty happy with how people advertise their spiders. I would say most of the places I've gotten spiders from, they've come larger as they were advertised. Except for one place, and I don't go there no more. Which is unfortunate because we're going to be heading right back down to Virginia where they are again for soccer shortly. And they've got some really cool stuff. If I'm paying for a 1-inch spider, I don't want a 1/3 of an inch spider. And I feel like that's happened multiple times now with that place. Hey, there he is. Oh, he's not that small. Let's angle it this way. He's not small at all. All these guys were much bigger. I think all of them are pushing the 1-inch mark, if not bigger. Yeah, I should probably put that the right way. And that is our Crassipes. I forgot to put his label on. But get a good view of him. We got a lot of stuff swimming again. That guy likes to swim, man. So we'll see how this goes. I feel like they're all gonna have their own individual personalities. Like I said, my Niger Delta is definitely a swimmer. Get this Crassipes label on because I forgot to do that first. And that should be everybody in there. I'm gonna definitely set up some kind of wood or something for that Laticeps because he just keeps going over to that filter, the air bubbles, and maybe he likes it. He's like, I'm ready for some adventure. It's the Hysterocrates theme park. Alright, and that gives us everybody into their tanks. You can follow along. I'll keep giving updates on these guys. I'm gonna try to set up a 24-hour camera on here shortly, once I'm sure everybody's in here and this is gonna work as a setup. And from there we'll be able to try to document how much time these guys spend above or below water. And you can see they all got some fishy friends in there, which could be friends or food. We're fine with either way. Like I said, my Nigeria Delta definitely has been fishing, so I'm hoping to see some of these guys do some fishing at some point too. We put guppies in all these tanks, just trying to count on the guppies breeding, because the guppies tend to breed like crazy. So we can maybe get some little tiny babies in there and make it easier for them to hunt and fish. Thank you guys all for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoy this experiment and we get some cool information to share with the hobby.